Not an answer, the answer. And in time, you realize that putting the country first doesn't mean doing the right thing according to conventional wisdom or the prevailing consensus or the latest snapshot of opinion. It means doing what you genuinely believe to be right. That your duty as Prime Minister is to act according to your conviction. And all of that can get contorted so that people think that you act according to some messianic zeal. Doubt, hesitation, reflection, consideration, reconsideration. These are all the good companions of proper decision-making. But the ultimate obligation is to decide. And sometimes the decisions are accepted quite quickly. Bank of England independence was one which gave us our economic stability. Sometimes like tuition fees or trying to break up old monolithic public services. The changes are deeply controversial, hellish hard to do. But you can see you are moving with the grain of change around the world. And sometimes, like with Europe, where I believe Britain should keep its position strong, you know you're fighting opinion, but you're kind of content with doing so. And sometimes, as with the completely unexpected, you are alone with your own instinct. In Sierra Leone, and to stop ethnic cleansing in Kosovo, I took the decision to make our country one that intervened, that did not pass by or keep out of the thick of it. And then came the utterly unanticipated and dramatic September the 11th, 2001, and the death of 3,000 or more on the streets of New York. And I decided we should stand shoulder to shoulder with our oldest ally. And I did so out of belief. And so Afghanistan, and then Iraq. The latter bitterly controversial. And removing Saddam and his sons from power, as with removing the Taliban, was over with relative ease. But the blowback since, from global terrorism and those elements that support it, has been fierce and unrelenting and costly. And for many, it simply isn't and can't be worth it. For me, I think we must see it through. They, the terrorists who threaten us here and around the world, will never give up if we give up. It is a test of will and of belief, and we can't fail it. So, some things I knew I would be dealing with. Some I thought I might be, some never occurred to me or to you on that morning of the 2nd of May, 1997, when I came into Downing Street for the first time. Great expectations, not fulfilled in every part for sure. Occasionally, people say, as I said earlier, the expectations were too high. You should have lowered them. But to be frank, I would not have wanted it any other way. I was, and remain as a person and as a Prime Minister, an optimist. Politics may be the art of the possible, but at least in life, give the impossible a go. So, of course, the visions are painted in the colors of the rainbow, and the reality is sketched in the duller tones of black and white and grey. But I ask you to accept one thing. Hand on heart, I did what I thought was right. I may... I may have been wrong. That's your call. But believe one thing, if nothing else. I did what I thought was right for our country. And I came into office with high hopes for Britain's future, and you know, I leave it with even higher hopes for Britain's future. This is a country that can today be excited by the opportunities, not constantly fretful of the dangers. And people say to me, it's a tough job. Not really. A tough life is the life led by the young severely disabled children and their parents who visited me in Parliament the other week. Tough as the life my dad had, his whole career cut short at the age of 40 by a stroke. Actually, I've been very lucky and very blessed. And this country is a blessed nation. The British are special. The world knows it. In our innermost thoughts, we know it. This is the greatest nation on earth. So it has been an honor to serve it. I give my thanks to you, the British people, for the times that I've succeeded, and my apologies to you for the times I've fallen short. But good luck.
A remarkable speech by anyone who trades in total objectivity.